0393, company is Seba Guide.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Roller Derby in Portland here at the hangar at Oaks Park. I am Dr. Omnomnomnivore.
I'm Judge Booty.
And we are here tonight for you to bring you Wreckers v. Wreckers.
My favorite night of the year.
And I'm pretty sure it's a themed bout tonight.
Oh, yeah, it's vampires versus werewolves. So if you've watched Twilight, that's pretty much what we're themed after tonight because that's the one we care the most about. But, you know, any vampires and werewolves will do, I guess.
When I walked in, I was so confused by the line of people wearing flannel. And I was like, oh, yeah. Those are the werewolves.
Yeah, the werewolves have really leaned into, like, the country, like we're just boys hanging out vibes.
Forks, Washington.
Forks, Washington.
So we're very excited to get started here in a few minutes. If you're joining us on the stream, let us know who you're cheering for, team or skater. We'd love to get a dialogue going on with you. And just as a little heads up, we are going to run things a little differently this evening as we get ready for our AWSN premiere tomorrow. So for official timeouts, you'll see us actually go dark for a minute. So just be prepared for that. Otherwise, you're going to get us, your two huge yappers for the evening.
We're ready to talk. We're ready to be silly. We're going to have more serious faces on tomorrow night for the Woj versus Angel City game. But tonight, it's all wreckers, all fun, just the way it's supposed to be.
Exactly.
Oh, and y'all will get to see our new setup here at the hangar for our future broadcasts.
So playing on the Werewolves tonight, we've got 005 Smother Goose, 106 Wolfgang Puckoff, 143 Genergy, 168 Durwood, 1776 Roll V Wade, 202 Slugbug, 208 Megan Me Angry, 215 Snarly Ray Jepson, 3125 Bruise Clues, 342 Big Bad Wolf, 350 Lightning McQueer, 6 Bite Me and Find Out, 618 Ghoul, 666 Hellhound, 82 Ultraviolet, 96 Captain Velveeta, 990 Bullet Ant. And the Werewolves are going to be wearing black this evening.
Incredible. I'm going to announce our vampires who are skating in white. First is 0505 Laszlo Cravensworth, 113 Fruit Bat, 123 Count Von Count, 127 Count Racula, 19 is Malice, 1967 is Gay Fieri, 235 is Count Voorhees, 253 Just Daisy, 411 is Diddley Squat, 420 is Hamboni, 439 Fangxiety Attack, 585 Daisy Dukes, 72 is Solar, 8 Lethal Bite, 814 Edward Skolin, 815 Tiny Fangher, and she's your captain tonight, and 83 is Banicula.
I love so many of those names so much. It just makes me giggle. Tiny Finger.
Oh, Tiny Finger is a good one. Oh, and we can't forget about our captains tonight. So our coaches for the Vampires. We got Kira out there. I actually don't think you can see her. Oh, because we're looking at the Werewolves right now. Kira wearing a beautiful black dress. Devil's bench coaching, and Mrs. Buns is acting as the mascot.
And then over on the Werewolves, it looks like Petit Carnage is going to be the bench coach. Moto Mommy is also coaching, and then support also by Buns.
Buns is the support for one team. Mrs. Buns is on the other side tonight.
There we go. I love that. And anybody who has ever watched roller derby here in Portland before knows that Wreckers v. Wreckers are some of the best and funnest games that ever occur here.
Everyone's going to have a great time.
You know, for the longest time, RCR did not actually want to do Wreckers v. Wreckers games because they didn't think it would fill the stands.
Yeah, they used to only schedule like 1 or 2 Wreckers games a year, and the Wreckers never got to play.
But now, Wreckers are routinely playing, and they are sold out almost every single time, which is absolutely amazing.
Thanks to fans like you.
Heck yeah.
The jam line. The blockers starting
Tiny Banger up first against
Ghoul.
So exciting.
Let's get this show on the road.
I love that Ghoul's name is just Ghoul, and it doesn't, that's just their name. It's not anything fun for the game, it's their Ghoul.
It's our shortest jammer versus our tallest jammer.
Who's excited about roller derby?
Ghoul getting as low as possible.
Are you having a great time out there? Looks like we got, here we go. Skating in black, we got 1776. That's Rolly pivoting tonight. Wolfgang Puckoff, or otherwise known as Chef, is skating in the pink shorts. Looks like we got Big Bad Wolf out there in black as well. And Pantychrist, who's skating as Hellhound tonight.
Oh, I do love Pantychrist.
Ooh.
Ghoul is out. Lead jammer goes
swinging that hat around like a cowboy.
Going to the Werewolves. Ghoul coming around, looking to put some points on the board.
Tiny out and through on the outside line.
That is going to be a cut on Ghoul. A skate did come out of bounds on that spin move.
Cool, baby, cool. I'm going to get Tiny, I'm sure, is having a great time. Before this game started, she said that she knew that she was most likely match up against Ghoul, and that means that she'll be skating a lot of 2-minute jams tonight because Ghoul loves a long jam.
And you said that is not Pantychrist. That is
Hellhound.
Hellhound is headed to the penalty box on a forearm call.
Oh, Coda says in the chat that we can't really be heard because the home announcing is too loud.
Oh, the home announcing is too loud and is drowning us out.
Not us, the biggest yappers.
I think our stream team is working on it, Coda.
Thank you, Coda. Oh, Tiny on that outside line, just barely expending any effort, it looks like. Oh, it's when the camera changes angles. Well, that's good to know.
Oh, that's very interesting.
Yeah. We aren't the tech people. We have no idea why that's happening. They just have us here to chit-chat.
And that is a 2-town-sider star pass, it looks like, on the Werewolves.
That means Rolly is now jamming for the night. Rolly recently had her skates stolen out of the back of her car downtown, and then somebody messaged Rose City trying to ransom them back to her.
Are you kidding me?
So then, yeah, she met up with the person with one of the bouncers from her work and basically just got them back without paying any money.
That's the way that it should be.
I know. I'm like, wow, well, if anyone ever finds my derby pads, I'm going to take her friend with me.
Heck yes. Everybody needs a bouncer friend.
Yeah, for real.
Tiny has put up, this will be 24 points on that scoring pass.
She's not going to want to jam for the rest of the night, that's for sure. I'm sure she's like, cool, of course you made me do a 2-minute jam right off the beginning.
So here's our Radical Wheels replay. Seeing Tiny coming back through that pack. Hellhound trying to stop her there at the front. Not able to make it happen, out of play and letting Tiny go.
Ooh, now on the jam line, we got Diddley Squat versus, oh, it's Gnarly, but she's skating as
Snarly
tonight.
There's our whistle.
She's looking
Game
pretty
is
snarly.
underway. Nice hit to the inside there.
That was by Guns, making me angry. Diddley Squat following Lethal's offense, but caught up there. Trying to work through that tripod. Lethal's trying to help, so is Jackie Daytona. Jackie's skating as Laszlo Cravensworth tonight.
As you do.
As you do. Oh! Looks like Diddley Squat is lead jammer because Gnarly's cap was off.
Making me angry, taking a seat in that Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box on a forearm.
Hanging out there with Chef. Looks like Chef was in there for direction.
Something else.
Almost didn't see her. She's all the way at the top of the penalty counter. Ooh, that is 4 penalties already for the Werewolves and none for the Vampires. Vampires keeping it nice and cool, ice cold. All right, chat, how do we sound now? Are we sounding better when the camera switches back and forth? Daisy.
Daisy quickly moving up to the top.
Yes. Oh, a little spin. A little spin.
Lead jammer to the Vampires.
Oh, big little fall at the top.
Lightning McQueer still stuck in the middle of the pack there behind number 235 and number 439.
Nice. Good offense there by Hamboni on the inside line, and Daisy gets through for points.
That would be Daisy and Daisy Dukes, I believe.
Oh, yes. When just Daisy transferred to the league, we've had to start calling her D2. It's too many Daisies.
Because there's Daisy and just Daisy?
Yes.
I was confused for a moment there. I was like, something is not making sense in my derby brain. You clarified it, though.
All right, sounds like they can hear us loud and clear now.
Woohoo! So great.
We got Gay Fieri up against Goose.
And there's our whistle.
Gay Fieri following the offense by Macy on the outside line.
Oh, good job, Goose. Goose's lead for the Werewolves.
Goose is very strong and very hard to stop once she gets going. Ooh, Gay, nice footwork on the inside there.
It was never the tiny jammers that I was ever worried about when I was playing. It was the wrecking ball.
Yes.
Just,
that is Goose's style. Look at her just push through.
The inertia jammers. And we've got a 2-town-sider star pass on the Vampires.
That's to Edward Scullin. Skin of a Killer, Bella.
Also, normal name for Edward Scullin.
Yes. This is her night. Everyone keep a close eye on Eddie tonight. This is her time to shine.
This was her game.
Yes. She's determined to win this one, is what she said.
As they should.
All right, we're back to the top of the jammer count. Ghoul seems to be holding hands with Tiny and trying to apologize, but I wouldn't forgive Ghoul yet if I were Tiny. All right, out there in white, we got Looks like Malice, D2, and Laszlo Cravensworth and Lethal doing the blocking tonight. Ooh.
And
Timeout.
it's a timeout. That's a welcome to PDX and Deb Counts Tabor timeout. All of our timeouts brought to us by Deb Counts Tabor. Is it a team timeout or
An official timeout.
this official timeout is brought to you by Deb Counts Tabor? Except
Oh, and now
It's
we're back.
not
Now it's
really.
5 seconds and they're going. Okay.
I was expecting.
Oh, Tiny tried to jump over guns, but it did not work. Oh, hi. It was us for a
I
second.
was thinking it was an official timeout.
But look, now we're back to jamming and blocking, I guess.
Ghoul just absolutely moving through the vampire defense there.
Oh, a cut track for Tiny, but I thought that she was in the clear. Guns fell down and went out of bounds, as Tiny did. Maybe she cut somebody else ahead of her.
Ghoul getting hung up there on that lethal and company, on that lethal defense.
And that's D2 up there, along with Laszlo Cravensworth and Lethal. Ooh, look at D2 with one hand down,
And that's
two hands down.
Jackie.
That's Jackie, skating as Laszlo. Ghoul is through. Ghoul just graduated high school.
Ghoul is amazing. I had the pleasure of watching Ghoul skate in juniors for a couple of years.
I had the pleasure of coaching them in debate for one season, and that's okay. Debate's not for everybody.
So I was talking to one of the Undead junior coaches the other day, Vi, and Vi is like, JB's my debate coach.
Does Vi also go by Quicksilva?
Yeah, but it's Vi.
Okay,
these
it goes
days.
by Vi now.
Yeah. But
Okay,
yes, Quicksilva.
The mock trial coach that I work with introduced us. Was like, you both play roller derby, and I said, hello. I do not actually coach Vi. We see each other in passing because
Gotcha.
I only do debate and Vi only does mock trial.
Gotcha. Okay.
Whoa!
Oh, beautiful job there, Bob.
Got the mics on that one. Sorry, Diddley, we did not see what you did because Gnarly just destroyed that. And Gnarly's lead and calls it off early. Aw, Harry's so disappointed in no points.
We're not going to have a jammer race.
No.
Oh, but Vampires did put one penalty on the board. Not in this jam. It was in Jam 5.
No, it's Tiny. Tiny's the only one with a penalty for the Vampires.
Tiny.
Tiny record captain.
I love seeing how, oh my gosh, I'm not going to be able to call her anything other than Pantychrist.
Hellhound tonight.
Hellhound was just totally holding the pivot line there for a second.
The tail might help us remember that it's Hellhounds.
Thank you. Hellhound.
Hound. Woof woof, you know. Ooh.
Good job, Lightning.
There's a penalty,
Lead.
a multiplayer being called on one of the players. Oh, that's Count Von Counts. That's Colonel, baby, with the multiplayer.
Oh, Colonel. Naughty, naughty. Beautiful little beautiful little apex hop there.
Yes. No dogs involved tonight.
None. Only the werewolves.
Only the werewolves. Let's get a little woof woof in the chat. We're cheering for the werewolves tonight.
Oh. Maybe that's what we do when they do an apex jump.
Oh.
What do we do for the vampires, though?
I don't know. Okay, Nom's had a great idea that if we can get Whoopi Goldberg to sponsor the Apex jumps, then we could just say, Whoopi, every time somebody lands an Apex jump. I love it.
I do, too. I mean, it's
Yep, that was the start. All right. Goose on the outside.
Goose and Gay.
Or that's the inside line. Knocked out by Lethal.
You said knocked out, and that is not what I heard. Jackie Daytona going and taking a seat in that Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box.
Gay trying to work the outside line, but stuck on Blue's clues. Ooh, Goose is through. Second lead jam for Goose tonight.
Nice job there by Just Daisy.
But illegal contact.
That'll do it.
Probably out of
Play?
the engagement zone, yeah. Oh, Count Von Count back on the track.
Gay out on initial.
Goose doing a good job in passing on the side with most of the friendly players.
And there's our whistle. We still have two vampires sitting in that Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box. It's amazing how my brain cannot remember the sponsors without being able to to see the dang poster.
I've got to look up. I've got to lock eyes. I've got to see it. All right, we're back to the top of the jammer rotation. What blockers we got out there? All right, for the Werewolves, we got Veet. We got Heisenbrod. No, that's not Heisenbrod. We got Darwood.
Veet doing a little intimidation dance there on the line. Loved it.
Tiny following her offense. That's Count Dracula tonight. And gets through.
On the Undead Avengers, we call that the Mama Whale.
That's what Tiny calls it too.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Well, there we go, Mama Whale. Ghoul coming around with speed. Getting, I think, 2? 1? 2?
Looks like just one.
Just
one for
one.
both.
Okay, 1-1 jam. 1-1 pass.
All right, in the chat, looks like we're cheering for Lethal, and Jawbreaker is cheering for Shrimp and Uni. Team Ref.
I love that about you, Jawbreaker.
Ooh.
Oh, we have a lead change.
Oh, that's great to know.
I just heard that from our in-house announcers.
Gnarly's has a shirt that says "I'm with Loca" tonight, which is I love it, but I do miss her white shirt that has the bikini body on it.
Diddley Squat through lead jammer for the Vampires.
Diddley Squat probably excited to score some points. All right, let's see what the offense does. Following Count Von Count.
Beautiful
Getting a few.
job
Following
there.
Eddie. Great job,
Excellent.
Eddie. Oh, but Snarly Ray snuck right through. Oh, Eddie got in trouble. Eddie. Oh,
With
got a direction
back?
to play.
Oh, I saw the B for the back block. There we go. There's the direction.
Oh, Gnarly getting some more points. Sneaking around Count Von Count. Diddley Squat also through. Looks like Vampires are going to run it a bit longer to try and clear the penalty box.
Looks like we've got one standing in the box. Back out on the track.
Gnarly right through the defense. Diddley Squat running into Hellhound and Roll v. Wade and Chef.
Werewolves still up on this jam with 12-8.
A call off once the box is clear.
Box was cleared.
12-12 jam.
I'd like to say thank you to Two Towns Cider House for being one of our sponsors, and to 187 Killer Pads, an exclusive protected beer sponsor of RCR. 187 Killer Pads, often imitated, never duplicated. Stick with the best.
Stick with the best, folks. We tell you every week.
Every single game.
All right, Vampires are now outstripping the Werewolves in terms of penalties. We got 6 for the Vampires and 4 for the Werewolves.
And down on that jam on Hawthorne jammer line, we've got Lightning McQueer up against Daisy Dukes. Daisy Dukes taking lead authoritatively.
Right off the bat, following their offense on the inside line.
Nice hit to the inside there by the Vampires.
Ooh, good way sneaking through there. Lightning McQueer right through the middle. Ooh, Daisy Dukes staying in on the toe stops. And a call off.
Calling it off.
All 4 points though, so once again, Vampires are in the lead, 49-47.
I'd like to say thank you to Porque No Taqueria. Porque No Taqueria, the sunniest place in Portland, voted the best tacos and Mexican food in PDX.
Shout out to my bud Hamboni out there on the track, up against Veets. Don't know how well that's going to go for them. Not good so far, looking at that. Veets about to rock their body. Ham stayed in for a second. That's pretty good.
Gay trying the outside. Vic to the inside.
Up against... Oh, there we go. Gay working it. Heisenbrod drawing Goose all the way back.
Nice. Big run back. Gay Fury still stuck there at turn 2. But getting a multiplayer called on 168.
It's Durwood.
Durwood.
Goose bouncing off some of the blockers up the top. They're trying to hold it down. Reforming and reforming.
I feel like against Goose, it's so easy to, maybe not so easy, but I keep looking for the directions.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, box is filling up with the Werewolves right now.
Yeah, it is. There's a forearm being called.
That's a third blocker in the seats for the Werewolves.
Leaving only 2 on the track for the Werewolves.
Just the jammer, and I believe that's Anxiety Attack out there?
Fangxiety attack?
Fangxiety Attack tonight. Oh, that's Genergy.
That's Genergy.
I'm sorry, Genergy.
We just need you to do a one quarter
turn.
1/4 turn to us.
Gay putting some more points on the board. Yeah, getting through the defense.
That Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box is clearing out.
Goose makes their way past the defense. Vampires are reforming to try and play some offense real quick for Gay Fieri. looking to follow him. Get some
Fury,
movement.
there we go, around the outside, picks up the full 4 and calls it off.
16 points, yeah, for the Vampires.
Vampires now sitting at 65-51. Let's look at that Radical Wheels replay of that final pass by Gay Fury.
We want to score some points. Nice job,
There
Gay.
it is, gorgeous job.
Tiny and Ghoul match up again. Blockers for the Vampires. We got Eddie. We got Macy. We got Solar. We got... Who are you? Oh, that's Colonel wearing 1, 2, 3 because Count Von Count likes to count. Ghoul stuck in the back. Werewolves trying to play some offense. Big old glob of skaters right there. All right, Ghoul still working the top. Eddie and Count Von Count holding it down. Hellhound trying to play some offense. And Ghoul is through. Tiny following
finger,
Eddie.
yes. I was going to say, huge, wide open inside lane to get Tiny through, and then a nice call off.
All right, it's 51-69. Great game so far.
And still with 13 and a half minutes left in this first half.
We're having a great first half, folks. All right, it's going to be Snarly. It's going to be Diddly Squat. We're going to see what they do.
Nice setup off the line there.
Ooh, a little jog forward by Snarly.
Yeah, the Werewolves really played that off the line very, very well, allowing Snarly to get through with very little resistance or hesitation.
Playing some transformative offense for her.
There we go. Snarly Ray through for another quick 4.
Nice. That was a two-town setter star pass.
To just Daisy.
D2 has it on, and they're coming around fast.
Snarly banging into 4-1-1 there and then calling it off.
It's a 2-0, so that puts them at 6 points to 0 for that jam. All right, shout out to 888, the exclusive protective gear sponsor of RCR, elevating Derby safety standards with cutting-edge technology. 888. I can't say that on the stream.
We are professionals.
Yeah, you may have noticed we didn't even say Genergy's full name. We're trying to be appropriate tonight.
At least marginally.
Ooh, both through on the inside line.
Lightning McQueer just slightly ahead of Daisy Dukes.
Daisy's turning on the gas to try and catch up. Gonna get those points. Ooh, big hit by V.
Nice.
Big
Big hit to the outside as well, forcing that call off.
2-2. Oh, can we get a zoom in on Kira? Looks like Kira's coming in for an official review of something, but Kira looks stunning in her dress. She's in the middle of the track. Right
Also,
behind
her
Smush.
jewelry, the accessories, everything. The entire outfit is giving.
It's to die for. Wow. Thank
There
you.
we go.
Incredible. Look at that collar. Look at the hair. Look at the necklace, the shoes, the dress.
This time out brought to you by Deb Counts Tabor, the official realtor of the Rose City Rollers. Visit welcomepdx.com.
This time out also brought to you by lusting over Kira's outfit.
So it's been a great game so far.
Very close. Just 11 points separate our teams.
But like I feel like that's every Wreckers game because it's friend v friend.
Yes.
Everybody knows everybody else's strategy, which makes it such a great game. There's no blowouts. It's just so close.
Also, shout out to the Wreckers captains, Tiny and Buns. I've sat there and watched them make the rosters, try and make it as even as possible, make sure that everyone's playing the position they want, and that there's a good communicator in each pod. So much work goes into this behind the scenes to make this a great, even game of roller derby. So could not happen without our Wreckers captains and the rest of Radmen.
Heck yes.
Heck yeah.
Do you have any fun facts about anybody?
I have so many fun facts. Let's pick somebody who's out there. Oh, I think that's Goose out there jamming. It is Goose. Okay, Goose actually just did the one-on-one program in January 2024.
Wow.
And is an early childhood educator. I want to say in her free time, but probably in most of her time.
Yeah, probably, 40 hours a week.
Oh, yeah.
At least. Love my ECEs, though.
I do too.
They're great.
Love talking about education.
Well, something all three of us have in common.
I know, for real.
Lots of teaching.
Oh,
Looks like we have another timeout being called. I believe this is an official timeout. This official timeout brought to you by Deb Count Saber and Welcome to PDX, and we're just going to take a minute to hear from our other sponsors. And just like that, we're back.
I hope you enjoyed the commercial break.
Pretend it happened.
All right, Goose is jamming against Gay Fieri. Gay also did the 101 program here at RCR and did it with Solar and Malice, who are also skating tonight. So we love friends who stick together and stay in roller derby. Oh, that is a penalty for Wolf.
Wolf headed to the end of the box on a multiplayer, it looks like.
Hate to see it, Wolf. Oh. Wow. Pack is really strung out. Eddie, last line of defense up there against Goose.
Hellhound covering that inside line.
Looks
Actually, just kind of covering everything.
every line. Great job. All 4 points for Gay Fieri.
Vampires inching away from the Werewolves, but I'm not going to put bets on anything.
That could be, we could see a change any second now.
I'd like to take a second to say thank you to Two Town Cider House, damn fine cider made right here in the Pacific Northwest. Also the sponsor of our Star Passes.
Our little jammer friends hanging out up there.
On
That's
that,
a 5 second.
That Jam on Hawthorne jammer line.
Nice hit out.
Goal trying the outside, not able to make anything of it. Danger, meanwhile, picking up lead jammer. 2 to beat up at the top.
Nice recycling. Malice catching there at the top. Lethal and D2 also reforming that tripod.
You know, when I first started 101 and then later Skills and Drills, I was trying so hard to get cleared, right?
Mm-hmm.
I used to do late night private practices with Lethal here at like 11 o'clock at night.
I love that. I remember those days.
With private track time.
Yeah, rec calls does not meet as regularly as they used to pre-COVID times.
It was really hard to do that and then go to work in the morning, but Derby meant that much.
I know. I used to get up and be here at like 5:30 in the morning to get open track time.
That makes me want to throw up.
I know. I could never do that now. Ooh, nice job, Tiny, getting right through. Sorry, Slug. Got a little fall on that one. Tiny threw on the outside line past Guns. Looks like we got Diddley Squat. Diddley Squat actually started skating with North Wales Roller Derby.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know. Have you heard her accent?
No.
Oh, yeah.
But now I want to.
You gotta.
You've made me want to do so many things after just talking to you for a little while.
Ooh, that was a good spin at the top, Harriet. Yeah, and outside of roller derby, she likes to play video games. I'm pretty sure her and Topher won some video game competition a few years ago. Oh, yep. That was a low block.
They knew it.
They knew, yeah. Gnarly was headed to that box. That's a power jam for Diddley Squats, and she is lead, so she can call it off and stick the jammer in the box. That
was some beautiful help there to get around.
Kira told her to keep going, though, so maybe we're going to try and get Ham out of the box first. Hamboni's stand-in, so nice offense there on the outside line. Ooh, but hit out.
Ham's definitely someone you want out of the box and playing.
Yes. So beefy, so strong. Violet's playing as 82 tonight.
Oh, very nice job there by Durwood, forcing that call off.
Oh, Hammy coming in hot on their knee pads there at the end of that jam.
I'd like to say thank you to Buffalo Gap Saloon and Eatery, John's Landing's favorite eatery and saloon. I do love myself some bugga. La bugga.
La bugga. All right, who else we got out there right now?
I don't know, but it's a timeout. This timeout brought to you by Deb Count Saber and Welcome to PDX. All of our timeouts actually are brought to you by Deb Count Saber and Welcome to PDX. This is a team timeout. You know, team timeouts are a great time for more hashtag fun facts.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Okay, so skating for the Vampires, looks like we got Solar out there. Solar, I love talking about who did 101 here because it's insane how many great skaters we have in our program who learned to skate for the first time here. Solar did 101 in June 2022. And her hobbies outside of roller derby, she said for the last 2 years, it's mostly been consumed by doing a DIY renovation of her fixer-upper 1950s ranch house.
Does she want to come to my house next?
I doubt it.
I also have a
like
1950s ranch house that needs some work.
Count Von Count, otherwise known as Colonel Battle Sloot, started skating in RCR in January 2012. Hashtag always a wrecker. She really likes to count things. She's an accountant.
1, 2, 3.
She told me to work that in somehow, but I haven't found anything for her to count out there. All right. Power start for Daisy Dukes. Daisy Duke's name actually does not come from like the
shorts.
The shorts. It comes from one of the, oh my gosh, am I going to forget the band's name? It's from the lyrics. It's like, nice legs, Daisy Dukes, makes the men go, woo, woo.
Oh, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Cobra Starship.
Okay.
Ooh, a little jammer race, but a call off.
Does Snarly ever not smile?
I don't know. Very happy person. So
I love it.
Maybe just for dramatic effect, not smiling.
I feel like the name with like Snarly Ray Jepsen.
Got to snarl more.
There should be less smiling. That's such a gorgeous smile.
I know.
You weren't announcing with me for the last game, but we did hashtag fun. Well, you were on stream. Hashtag fun facts with Teeth.
Oh my gosh,
Teeth
yes.
got their name because of their smile.
Oh my! I do love. Oh yeah, I read that because their mom said that they're always smiling when they skate.
Yeah,
it's so cute. Oh, I got corrected in the chat. It's not Cobra Starship. It's 303. They're basically the same to me.
Don't start a war in the chat.
I'm gonna start a war over like the punk pop bands, pop punk bands. Ooh, good stop by Clues. Good call off by Gay Fieri. Yeah, the Vampires are pulling ahead. Werewolves are at more penalties now with 10 penalties. The Vampires 7, but nobody on
nobody
either
above
team,
1.
Nobody has 2.
They're very, very well distributed.
Love it. I believe that's Fangxiety attack out there for the Vampires wearing the gold helmets.
I thought you were just telling me that I was going to have Fangxiety, and I was like, I do have Fangxiety.
We do have Fangxiety just tonight, though. Otherwise, we're calm, cool, and collected.
Beautiful job by Ghoul to get around on the outside. Lead jammer goes to the Werewolves, which the Werewolves really need right now.
Yes.
Although with Tiny Fanger there,
not going to be much of a score differential. She's
Yeah.
coming around fast.
Ghoul trying some spin moves, calls it off.
Tiny
I
might have
think
got
Tiny
some.
still got 1 or 2 there.
2.
2 to 3 jam.
So Ghoul won that jam, but only by 1.
Won that jam.
1. The Goose is loose and back out behind the jam line.
So the jam line is brought to you by Jam on Hawthorne, Portland's best vegan-friendly, booze-friendly, kid-friendly, omnivore-friendly, everybody-friendly breakfast.
Could really go for some breakfast food right now.
I'm starving.
I had Chipotle earlier, and it was delicious.
I went to the gym today and have not been able to eat enough food since.
I hate when that happens.
I've eaten like 5 times today.
Goose is at the top, just has Malice to beat, or that's Solar. Sorry, Solar. And is through for lead.
Hellhound looking up there at the top to catch Diddley Squat, and does with a nice escort to the outside. Diddley with the cap off at this point.
Great job sneaking by on that outside line, though, as Goose comes around, picks up those 3, picks up the last 4th on Eddie. And the call off.
Goose getting around Colonel. Not really getting around, going through.
Going through
Colonel.
So much talent amongst the wreckers. Everyone's so good.
I'd like to say thank you to Black Cat Plumbing, your local neighborhood plumbing company and proud sponsor of RCR since forever.
Shout out to Just Daisy, or D2 out on the track. She actually came to us from Seattle Derby Brats. Well, had skated for Seattle Derby Brats. I believe took some time off and is now skating with us.
I love that.
Ooh.
Big hit there by 253.
That's D2.
There we go.
Trying to get Gnarly out, but Gnarly stays in. Tries to do it again. Gnarly on those toe stops. Oh, and that's Daisy Dukes with a forearm penalty.
I saw it happening, but I did not actually see the call.
This is just what the Werewolves need.
Whoa.
There's D2 with the hit out on Gnarly. Gnarly coming back in. Up there against D2 and Lethal. Ooh, a big push. Gnarly's done. Feel that, buddy. Yay, Gnarly picking up, looks like 7 points total and leaving Daisy Dukes frozen in the penalty box for the next jam.
So all of you out there in Streamland, you might notice it looks a little different in here. The hangar's ready for television broadcast in partnership with the All Women's Sports Network. RCR's All-Stars versus Angel City tomorrow at 8 p.m. being streamed live on Pluto TV.
It's gonna be wild.
It's me and JB again, so it will be wild.
We're trying to get all of the silly, goofy moments. Well, we're gonna bring some. I'm gonna always bring some to the stream. You know,
I have to be authentic.
I gotta be true to myself. That's what the stream wants. That's what it calls for.
But there will be a lot more explaining of things tomorrow, I feel like.
Yes, we'll tell you more about how the game works. But our fans in the chat, you know what's going on.
It's Rutgers. You guys know everything.
We got a lead jammer. Oh, and
We do.
Daisy Dukes is back out. And coming behind. Lightning calls off, but I think Daisy picks up some points on that.
3 on the board for Lightning.
Officials are conferring about points. And
2. Uni says 2.
And you got to trust Uni. Uni's fun fact, which I will never forget, is that her very first the very first Rose City Rollers game ever, she attended because she was in her mom's
stomach.
Uterus. Yes. So that's kind of a wild fun fact.
We have a timeout being called. This timeout brought to you by Deb Counts Tabor, and welcome to PDX. It is an official review.
Let's hear what they got to tell us about. What are they reviewing? Oh, look at everybody just hanging out and chatting.
I think we'll have to clarify for official reviews if we continue to talk through them. We do continue to talk through them.
Try and stop me. They'd actually probably just cut the mics. And it would work.
I'm just seeing that happening, just like mid-sentence. Oh, JB said enough.
And I'll just keep going, and y'all just won't hear any of it, which will be sad. All right, once again, another beautiful view of Kira explaining something, but looking beautiful. Moto Mommy listening very intently.
I'm waiting to hear from my official down on the track. The Vampires are requesting a back block on the Werewolves jammer.
Ooh. That would have been, the last jammer was Goose. No, Gnarly.
Also, why have we not done this before?
Yeah.
This is fantastic.
Yeah, we have one of the officials texting us what's going on at the official review, which is great because most of the time we just sit up here and guess like I have been doing.
Like what were the penalties that were most recently called or not called? I don't know.
There's a lot to keep track of up here. I wish you could see how many papers we have.
Look at Colonel and Hellhound.
Best buddies.
Count Von Count.
Count Von Count.
And Hellhound.
I guess the Vampires did go in more of like a Sesame Street, old school Vampires way with the names.
Pantychrist could have very easily played on the Vamps as well.
I agree. Oh, Shrimp's on the mic. Here we go.
And I'm waiting to hear. It seems out that the action was not seen, and the Vamps are going to go ahead and lose their review.
Oh, they want the mic. Hello.
Yeah, well, we got the spoilers.
We know what's being said before it's even said.
Hi, Shrimp.
The Vampires were requesting a back block assessed to the Black Jammer at the end of that last jam. We did not have enough information to assess a penalty. No call will stand, and the official review will not be retained.
Did you guys out there in Streamland hear that? I'm just
It
curious.
sounded so clear.
It did. It was also very loud. Good enunciation.
Yeah, most of the time, if people are speaking on the mics down there, I have no idea. Yeah.
It's like the teachers in Charlie Brown.
Oh, yes. Hooligan's gay now. Gay ghouls. Gabagools. Oh, here we go.
It is gay now.
It is gay now, and Ghoul is lead jammer, but Gay is quick behind.
Ghoul has been very successful this game.
Yes.
My statistician is somewhere.
Asking for a call off, but a little late, and I think Gay picks up it's maybe 2, I think. Yep.
Okay.
Stole some points on that jam. Great job by Gay Fieri.
I thought Smush was going to call a penalty, but then I saw that it was just outlining that it was a legal contact zone.
Yes. Oh, everybody said they could hear it. Oh, they said it was hard to hear.
Okay.
From the stream. Somebody else said, I heard it. I'm guessing that means I heard it, but.
Is that my Coco?
I believe it's coconut slaughter.
That is my Coco.
That's your Coco. Coco trusts shrimp, as we all should.
In shrimp, I trust.
In shrimp, I trust, and Tiny through. And then Goose is loose and through.
Ooh, big
That was
hit.
an out-of-play hit. That's illegal contact, so Goose can stay in, but the pack has moved up.
I think Goose thought that was their penalty
Their
for a
penalty,
second.
yeah.
And that was a big hit.
Yes.
I mean, sometimes the penalty's worth it.
It did slow Goose down enough to get the other, little Tiny with little shirt whip off lethal.
And that actually is the second penalty being called on anybody this game.
That is D2.
Being called on D2.
Both of them, I believe, were out of play or illegal contact for hitting beyond the engagement zone.
We're going to have to explain that tomorrow.
Okay. Well, tomorrow I won't have a cider before we start.
Lethal's shirt is sparkling, and I can look at nothing else.
Yes. Oh, good job, Goose, getting through that defense, pushing through.
Everybody's sort of hung up there in turn 2.
Love that. The team in black, I'm sorry, y'all, we're not helping very much, but that's okay, because here comes Tiny.
Setting up to receive Tiny.
This jam is going to go for the next 30-something seconds because we do not have a lead. Because Tiny had a cut track penalty. Oh, out of play. Moving all back together here. Tiny getting through. Sneaking past. D2 manages to push Goose out again at the top and recycle all the way back, but there's only 8 seconds left in this jam. And 5 seconds left in this half.
Timeout. You will hear us talk to you during timeout, but we're going to take a quick 2-minute break, and then we'll be right back. Oh, maybe not. Maybe we're going to talk for a few minutes here first. It's been a...
Hey folks, did you know that your head is not normal? No one's is. If your helmet size is a small, but your teammate's size is an extra large, wearing the same helmet shell doesn't just look kind of funny. The functionality of the EPS foam and how it disperses impact energy is compromised.
The 888 certified sweat saver comes in better shell size options than our leading competitor,
giving you the highest level of protection upon impact. Try it for yourself. We got you.
Hey everybody, we're back. All right, we're trying out the way this is going to work for tomorrow night. So we're doing commercials, and we're coming back to talk to you about statistics and fun facts about the teams. Right now, the penalty count between the two teams is even at 10, and 2 players on Vampires have more than 1 penalty, and that is D2 with 2 illegal contact penalties, and Tiny Danger, your captain, with 2 cut tracks.
A whole 2.
I know, really in penalty danger here now.
Lead has been very evenly distributed between the two teams. The Werewolves have had lead 12 times, and the Vampires have had lead 11.
So it looks like the Vampires have just made more use of their lead jam since they have higher points on the board right now, but still a very close game. I don't remember if we ended halftime with anybody in the penalty box, but when we come back, we're actually clearing the box if there was anybody in there. That's my highlighter. And we're going to do Jammer Pod, which favorite tradition amongst the Wreckers is when we have the jammers from each team block for the first jam after halftime, and one of the blockers, usually a pivot, has to jam.
I'm sure somebody loves that. So I found the jams where the Vamps really got ahead was a 12-point and a 16-point jam by Diddley Squat and
585. Who are you?
Who are you tonight? Daisy Dukes.
Daisy Dukes.
So those were our two most successful jams, 12 and 16 representing 28 points of the team in white scoring.
Oh, but we cannot forget the first jam where Ghoul got lead but then got a penalty, and that led to Tiny getting
24 points, which is the highest jam of the entire game, is that 24 points so far.
We get a lot of compliments about how we're looking in the chat. So.
Do we really?
Yeah.
Oh, tell me more.
We look really snazzy tonight. We did not plan how much we match, but it's working out really well for us.
It's just this chemistry.
It's the chemistry. It's the sparkles I got from Solar when I went to go harass the vampires.
And anybody who knows me knows that I don't do anything but wear sparkles.
Oh, I love that.
Although I do have to tone it. Don't have to tone it down for tomorrow, but I will be toning it down for tomorrow.
I still don't know what I'm going to wear tomorrow, but we're going to decide tonight when I get home.
I wish I could tell our fans out there what I asked Mean to make her say, no, you cannot do that.
It involved showing this area on stream tomorrow night.
It was my outfit, and AWSN and Pluto TV probably would not like that. Maybe an FCC violation, I don't know. I mean, that would have been cool to say.
I know.
But then I would never get to announce.
I know, they would never let you announce again, and it'd be really sad for all of us.
Well, and if there was a fine, I really don't want to have to pay that.
I don't want to pay that, yeah.
So
I know, I'm locking it down tomorrow night. I'm not going to curse at all.
You've been so good tonight.
I haven't cursed
tonight. No, but we got told that explicitly, that we could not cuss, that it would result in fines.
Yeah, Drea told me multiple times through text and in the announcer chat that I was not allowed to curse.
Okay, well, there you go. Pretend it's high school and PG-13.
I did stop cursing for a few months in high school, and I remember my sister looked at me at one point and was just like, you're not as funny when you're not cursing. I was like, wow, thank you.
You got to get them out, man. Got to get them out.
It just adds a little je ne sais quoi.
So it was a really good first half. Sorry to bring it back to roller derby. Really great first half. Although the Vampires have pulled ahead, but they're still only sitting about 30 points, which I think is about the furthest that they've been. So
yeah,
I think it's going to be a great second half because it's Wreckers. Of course it's going to be a great second half.
We love our Wreckers.
We do. I don't know. Do we have any fun facts about anybody before we cut to another 2-minute commercial break?
We got a few left. Wolfgang Puckoff, who you all may know as Gordon Jamsey or Chef, outside of roller derby, says she likes to paddleboard and box. Maybe you've seen photos of her online with her boxing gloves.
Oh.
They're pink, but still very intimidating, so
I
love
dig
them.
That. Well, with that last fun fact, we're going to go ahead and send it over to our sponsors for another 2-minute break.
Hey folks, did you know that your head is not normal? No one's is. If your helmet size is a small, but your teammate's size is an extra large, wearing the same helmet shell doesn't just look kind of funny. The functionality of the EPS foam and how it disperses impact energy is compromised.
The 888 certified sweat saver comes in better shell size options than our leading competitor,
giving you the highest level of protection upon impact. Try for yourself. We've got you.
And we're back. That 2 minutes goes by so quickly. So quickly.
But we're having I moved my mic away so you all wouldn't hear me chat. But we're back. Let's see. We already talked about lead percentage. We talked about the penalties.
I love that you've got mother over your shoulder back there.
Yes, like.
She caught on.
It's peekaboo with the stream. All right, I got some more fun facts about our skaters tonight. Heisenbrod, who's skating as one of the counts tonight, I thought.
Not Count Racula? No. Count Voorhees?
Heisenbrod, where did you go? Oh, she's Count Voorhees.
Okay.
I put Colonel next to that, and that is not her.
Count Von Count is
It's
Colonel.
Colonel. I just wrote Colonel on there twice. Wild. Anyway, Heisenbrod.
Colonel's everywhere.
Heisenbrod actually co-founded Infinity Roller Derby in SoCal in 2015.
That's really cool.
And she started skating with Rose in December 2023. And how she came up with her name is her husband actually came up with it because she likes Breaking Bad so much, which I've never watched, but I hear it's very good.
I think I only watched like the first 3 seasons. I don't know, and then I burned out on it. I do that a lot.
I do too. I think after the first 3, there's really not anything fun to experience.
I feel like you need to tell your story in 3 seasons. If you can't, it should be a movie.
Agreed. Let's see what else we got. We got Durwood, also started skating in the Derby 101 program here.
Cool, cool.
She says outside of Derby, she blocks too. Like she blocks everywhere she goes. She blocks out all bad vibes and she blocks her ex. Love the sassy answers in the survey.
I just want to go around in my non-Derby world and just block people as well, but like physically just block
just
people.
Body check some
just
people.
Body check. I think the world could be a better place.
I agree. I was at a graduation this afternoon at PSU for Alpaca and Heat's grad program. And I was like, I'm just going to use the men's restroom because the women's restroom is for sure going to have a line that's just miles long. The dudes gave me so many weird looks. And I was like, I'm going to throw some shoulders to get through to one of the stalls. Like, y'all acting like you've never seen somebody who looks different from you in the bathroom. Oh, we got some love for Smother Goose in the chat. Her cousins from Vegas are cheering her on.
Oh, I think that wins most furthest fan award for tonight so far.
Yeah, unless somebody can beat them.
I mean, Vegas really is not that far away. Was it 2-hour flight?
Yeah. Hey, cousins from Vegas, are you going to come hang out for RollerCon?
Oh.
RollerCon in Vegas, just a month away.
I have never been to RollerCon.
This summer is my first one.
Okay, you'll have to let me know how it goes.
I was supposed to go in 2020. And then, everything happened. And then I was supposed to go last year, and I tore a calf muscle like a month before. Yeah.
I don't like that.
It was not fun.
That
I just didn't
not
stretch
feel
enough
good.
or warm up enough before the practice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've heard so many stories over the years, and, I end up seeing pictures.
It's like, it looks fun. I established with Darth last night at Coda's fundraiser that we were going to play bingo together in Vegas and win some money. Because we both really loved bingo last night.
How did the fundraiser go?
I don't know. Coda's in the chat. Let us know how the fundraiser went. But it was packed when I got there because Ham and I left the hangar at 7:30 from practice to go. We got there at like 8:15, and so it had been happening for 45 minutes.
Okay.
We stayed till 9:15, and then we Irish goodbyed.
That's my favorite way to leave.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Y'all, if you're inviting me to parties, I'm out of there when I'm done socializing. I can't say goodbye to everybody.
I don't like to.
Yeah.
Nope. Then there's too many emotions and too much talking, and it's like, I'd rather just go.
I think that it's like I try and stay at the party as long as possible,
Yes.
and then when I hit the moment of being like, I can't do this anymore, I just have to leave. I'm not going to extend it by half an hour to say goodbye to everybody.
That's when I say, I do actually say, I don't want to be here anymore.
Yeah.
I don't want to be here anymore.
Ham and I usually go to like parties together, and I tell him all the time, I was like, I'm always ready to leave the party. One thing about me is I'm always ready to leave the party.
Always ready to go home.
I will go. I
Yes.
love going to the party, but it's like if
But
you
I
look
love
at me
leaving.
at any point, I'll be like, I'm ready to go.
We can go, or we can just leave. Is Vault 31 still owned by the same person?
I don't know.
If it's the same person, it's Ramrod, who I didn't skate with, but I knew through skating 1,000 years ago. At one point in time, we had a steak off. It was a steak cook-off that I attended where Slow-Lo against Ramrod. Ramrod sous vide'd his steak, and it was good, but Slow-Lo's was even better. I believe Slow-Lo won the steak off.
I want a steak off.
I always want steak. And with that, we're going to take another 2-minute break to hear from our other sponsors.
Hey folks, did you know that your head is not normal? No one's is. If your helmet size is a small, but your teammate's size is an extra large, wearing the same helmet shell doesn't just look kind of funny. The functionality of the EPS foam and how it disperses impact energy is compromised.
The 888 certified sweat saver comes in better shell size options than our leading competitor.
Giving you the highest level of protection upon impact. Try it for yourself. We've got you.
Welcome back. We've got 40 seconds left in intermission before we come back for the very exciting Jammer Pod.
Oh, yeah.
Jam 1 of period 2.
My favorite part. Last things to pick up from the chat. Coda said that the fundraiser went really well, helped
Love
with
that.
some medical bills. And yes, it is Ramrod that still owns
Aw,
Vault 31.
I love Ramrod.
But also, big shout out to Tiny Danger's mom in the chat.
From Texas, so you just took over the Furthest Away Fan Award.
Maggie, you know I'm a fan.
Okay.
I'm a fan of everyone's mom.
That doesn't surprise me
No,
at all.
shouldn't surprise anyone at this point.
I'm a mom.
I love when my teammates are like, I'm a mom and JB never flirts with me. And I'm like, I'm here for the moms that are here for like an afternoon, you know?
Not the teammates.
Low commitment.
Okay, so here we are. Just as a recap, we've got the Werewolves sitting at 85 points, the Vampires sitting at 101. Penalties are equally distributed, 10 and 10. Again, nobody's sitting more than 2. And that's just with the 2 illegal contacts and the 2 cut tracks.
And we got Jammer Pod out there. Both teams fielding all of their jammers as blockers. Our jammers are Rolly and D2, who currently do jam pretty often. So it's not really like blockers are jamming, but it's close to the spirit of it. It's mostly about having the jammers
But
block.
it is jammers blocking.
Yes.
And
D2 is through, but so is Rolly. Gonna be a short jam, I'll tell you all that.
nice hit there.
We
Gnarly.
got some folks trying to reform and get together. D2.
That was
That
there was a skate out of bounds there.
Yeah.
There's
And
gonna
a re-entry.
They're gonna let that ride. It's all in the name of fun.
It is in the name of fun.
Well,
oh yeah, are
we're
we gonna see the replay?
We're gonna see it again here, thanks to Radical Wheels.
All right, here we go. A little jump around Gnarly's butt, but Gnarly's butt wins that contest.
Yeah, and I mean,
D2 gets 1 point.
yeah, but that would have been a cut.
It would have been a cut.
It would have been a cut. That was a cut.
Sound off chat. Was that a cut?
Jawbreaker.
Jawbreaker, what happened?
Jawbreaker's always my ref in disguise out there in Streamland.
Ooh, another close jam is going to happen because Diddley Squat is our lead jammer. Ghoul's close behind, and Guns is going to the box for a forearm. Ghoul's catching up.
Happens to the best of us.
Oh, that's tragic,
I was
Diddley
gonna
Squat.
say, I think there's a point.
Yeah.
Yes.
Diddley Squat tried to call it off, but maybe did not get enough hands to hips in time, or was maybe not seen.
You know, I'm looking at the stats that we got. Oh, what are you
We got
giggling
folks
about?
in the chat saying, yeah, it was a cut.
Okay.
Link is very excited about Jammer Pods getting ready for No Jam July. I love No Jam July. That's where I discovered my love of blocking. Oh, it's a team timeout.
This timeout brought to you by Deb Count Saber, and welcome to PDX.
Love it.
It's an official timeout, so we're going to hear from our sponsors for a minute.
They know. Oh, hi, we're back.
Just kidding. Your
We're
mic is back.
chit-chatting, even when the mics are possibly coming back on
Well,
anytime.
what I was saying was looking at stats from the first half, there's no jammer that was more successful than anybody else.
Well, I would say except for Tiny in her first jam with 24 points.
Well, yes.
That did kind of destroy the lead percentage.
And then these two jams here.
Yeah, Daisy Dukes
But
and
in
Harriet
terms,
had good
in
good
terms
jams.
of jammers getting lead
Yes.
seems to be pretty equally. Now, whether or not jammers were more successful in terms of scoring points is a different thing.
We've got some folks in the chat saying, Just Daisy is my softball teammate. She rocks at softball, too. I absolutely believe that.
I played adult softball for a hot minute.
I did, too. I did not like playing in the co-ed leagues because all of the, 22-year-old boys were acting like they were trying to get drafted to the MLB.
Sounds about right.
I was like, y'all suck at this. I hate it.
I just want to have fun.
They're hitting home runs and then, cheering for each other after they already had, 13 runs on the board. It was obnoxious.
Oh, that's not fun at all. No,
No.
go for the lesbian league.
Yeah, I would go, if I were to go back, I would go for the lesbian league. That's speaking of lesbian league, okay, we got Daisy Dukes as lead jammer.
Up against Lightning McQueer.
Oh, but it looks like Lightning Oh, no, just kidding. I just looked at the jam ref wrong. Oop, and a call-off, a little spin and a call-off by Daisy Dukes. And
and a dab.
Dabbed on Kira, it looks like.
Fancy.
That's 2 points for the Vampires.
Oh, I don't know if we'll get the replay of the dab.
Probably not, but ooh, look at that move. Look at that move on the outside line past Rolly. Then past Chef on the inside. Great work.
Beautiful.
Gay Fieri versus Ghoul on the Jam on Hawthorne jam line.
I do need to say thank you to a couple more people.
Oh, yeah.
You know, the stuff that pays the bills.
Yes, yes, yes. Sometimes you just get too into the derby. Ooh, a little crash
Good
out
job,
at the back.
Ghoul. Getting around Edward Scullin there up at the top. Well, actually not getting around Edward Scullin.
Macy DC up there, but Macy's playing with a different name tonight.
Ghoul picking up lead jammer.
Macy, I will discover what your new name is. Maybe I won't. As someone who has frequently changed their name this season, I support the random name changes because they're funny. Fudge Duty, classic.
Cheering happening down on
Ghoul really
the
working
track.
for those extra 4 points.
Banicula.
Banicula.
You know, Banicula was a book that came out in my generation, and I never read it. So many kids read Banicula.
I didn't know that was a book. I did not know
Well, that's
what the
because
reference was.
we have established our age
Oh,
differential
yes,
here.
we did.
Yeah, no, Banicula was a vampire bunny.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
Gnarly with lead jam. D2 got to keep it tighter. Harriet, also known as Deadly Squat, up against Velveeta and Durwood. Jackie Daytona playing some offense, and Deadly Squat is through. Open, that's a penalty. A cut track. Is that on Snarly? That's on Snarly Ray Jepson. Now it's a 2-minute jam.
Which is what the vampires, I'm sure, are very happy about, but it
Yes.
is not what the werewolves needed right
Not
now.
at all. Great coordinated offense by the Vampires, though, to give Diddley Squat that inside line.
Will they do it again?
Here she comes, folks, from across the pond. Following Lethal.
Following Lethal.
Great place to be is following Lethal. Veet with the hit out. Durwood coming back to help.
So does Lethal.
And Lethal knows where she's needed.
Oh, man. That Diddley having a hard time there against Durwood and Velveeta.
Lethal doing a great job of getting Veet moving, though, and getting the, I don't know, get some people broken apart for Diddley Squat. Now, poor Squat, no help anymore. Help's all gone. Now it's a 4-wall defense. While the Vampires contend with Snarly Ray back on the track.
Oh, and Snarly Ray through.
Harry just got to hold out for a little bit longer. Oh,
Oh,
no lead,
was
buddy.
it?
No lead, buddy. You can't get it. Oh, now
okay.
she's tired. She gave it to D2. So fair. Woo! Oh, blew out my own mic, being so excited. Snarly breaking through her own tripod.
And finding Jackie Daytona and Lethal up at the top.
Lethal booty action, keeping Snarly in check, but Snarly gets through.
We'll have to remember power jams for tomorrow,
Oh,
since
yeah.
that's new.
Yes, we will.
Lethal calling for everybody to
Oh,
I don't really know what Lethal was calling for there.
trying to get everybody up so that
Okay.
way they couldn't get any to protect the points. 8 to 12 jam. That was pretty good.
Down to 25 points between 24 points between the two teams.
All right, and shout out to our sponsor, Triple Eight. More Derby-specific gear than any other brand. Triple Eight has you covered.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
It's hot up here. Not like last weekend, though.
No, it's actually very comfortable compared to last weekend.
Tiny versus Lightning. Two of the consistent folks at Wreckers workouts. Oh, Hellhound with a little back whip off of Wolf. Tiny pushing, using those derby muscles. Ooh, but Lightning with lead.
Tiny only about 20 feet behind. What is Lightning going to do here in this situation? What is the pack going to do?
Moto selling her to call it off, and she does. I think 2-0. So great
Nice.
call off by Lightning right there.
Very strategic.
Shout out to Buffalo Gap Saloon and Eatery. Oh, we already did that one, but that's okay because you can remember John Land's favorite eatery and saloon.
There's also Ritual Dyes, Portland's local yarn shop with hand-dyed yarn tools and more, owned by a Bud's parent and Wrecker skater, who
Not
are
to-
one and the same.
Woolly Bully.
Wooly Bully. Has two incredibly talented young skaters.
That was a cut. Yep, sorry, Daisy. Woof, saw that happening as it happened. All right, Ghoul's through, though. Best count von count.
Stinger was very quick on that
Yeah.
cut track.
Just wheels out past the tape, you know. Oh, yeah. Hey, it's our Power Jam brought to you by the Menopause Unicorn. RCR founder Rocket means new nonfiction book available now on Amazon.
Look at you, working that in there.
Working in the sponsors, not a strong suit of mine, but we all have room for growth.
You're the yapper, I'm the sponsor.
That's so, hey, I love that. Don't tell me that could be my only job, though. I do not need that in my life.
It's a good division of labor between us.
Oh, I love Links in the chat said more like lesbian lead. Am I right? Links are so right. So right. V and Durwood are such a good duo. Great comment in the chat. Oh, Hamboni out there wearing the pivot cap. That's my bro.
Radical Wheels replay.
Ghoul saying, help, help me.
That is exactly
Help me.
getting that help and getting through.
That's Bite Me and Find Out, a.k.a. Abuelito. 5
There's the
seconds,
5
but everyone's
seconds.
chatting. All right, Smother Goose
Game
following that
Goose.
offense, but finding Lethal. Oop, foot went out.
They're not going to call it.
She hasn't re-stepped. Oh, now she's going to get the cut. She was not upright in inbounds. She better
There
get
we
out quickly or they're going to get an
go.
insubordination call. Okay, track cut. Gay Fieri is now lead jammer, but up against Durwood and Veets, that dynamic duo of strength and stability.
I don't think I would like to go up against either one of them individually, much less together.
Oh, no, no, no.
Gay coming back around.
Gate coming in to score, hitting the pack. Offense is being played on the inside, but Werewolves have done a good job of plugging for this.
Jackie Daytona doing a great job of some one-on-one there, breaking up the pack.
Looks like the Vampires are coming up. Oh, Goose is back on the track, so they're trying. Hammy is trying to slow Goose down.
Oh,
Ham.
another something.
Is a forearm. Hamboni. Ham is a local stand-up comedian and
Really?
has some bits about roller derby, specifically their name and how they've gotten so many different nicknames from being Hamboni.
Oh,
It's a good little bit.
there's so many whistles being called. Now
Yeah,
it's a cut.
Penalty spiral, folks. Somebody's got a pack is there. Who all is in the box? It looks like we just have both pivots in the box. Oh, but someone is going to, Genergy is going to
On a cut?
join.
Oh, what
Ooh,
are we holding
big
up?
hit.
I don't know. Oh, because we need a recalled skater?
Bread pool. I can't read that from here.
I think that was a recalled skater.
Oh,
Maybe?
it's a whiteboard that's way too far away.
And the writing is so small.
Link said fire offense from Abuelito. Mayday said Ghoul is so good. So did Coda. Mayday also said Snarly's toast up stall was so good. Oh, someone in the chat, Elbro Mac, said my daughter is in the junior bud/yellow green in parentheses the finisher. So glad we can watch these bouts. Us too. Us too. Ooh, an official timeout.
This official timeout brought to you by Welcome to PDX and Deb Counts Tabor. We're going to take a second to hear from our sponsors. Due Fourier with the wrap-up whistle just happening.
Noms and I are just talking about how sad we are there won't be a chat for tomorrow night, so everybody bring whiteboards and write very clearly and then hold them up and we can pretend like it's the YouTube chat tomorrow night.
We should start a Discord.
Yeah, or message me directly on Slack and I'll read your comments out loud.
No, only evergreen content.
Oh, you're right, I can't do that. I really had to
illegal.
use my brain to think about what evergreen content meant.
It's what Rocket Mean wants.
Yes, and what Rocket Mean wants, Rocket Mean gets.
Evergreen content.
Our very own menopause unicorn. Here comes Diddly Squats for a scoring pass.
Gnarly Ray
Jammer
through.
getting past Hellhound and a call-off.
There we go.
Little giggle, little fun. Gnarly Ray Jepson dancing.
It would have been best if we were playing Call Me Maybe.
Yes.
And then that would have been just kismet.
She loves it. I know she does.
How can you not?
Abby's in the chat saying, I guess we won't hear from our sponsors. Yeah, we're very sad about there not being a chat tomorrow. Our team timeout brought to you by Welcome to PDX. Deb Counts Tabor.
Oh, we got a little zebra dance off in the middle there.
That's Adam Splitter.
And
Dancing.
Uni, I believe.
And Uni. Faves. Adam Splitter wearing his slutty little shorts.
Shobi Wan also out there, and Smush.
Smush.
All people we want to say hi and thank you for. The zebras don't ever get any real attention, so it's important. And then we've got Heads Will Roll as our PLT. PLT? Maybe.
I'm not sure. Flip's out there.
Flip.
Doof's out there.
I feel like Doof is always out there.
Okay, yes. When we say in this particular game, when we're cutting to our sponsors and it just goes silent, that's because we're practicing for tomorrow when they're going to show actual commercials. So
are people
that's
asking
why,
about
people
it?
are like, we didn't hear from the sponsors. That's okay. Tomorrow when you watch, you're going to see some commercials. We're not going to improv the commercials. We got to practice being quiet, which you know is a difficulty for us.
We totally improv the commercials.
Okay, next time out, we're going to improv a commercial. Here they go.
I think we should do it charade style.
Oh, yes. Nice job by Clues hitting out Tiny Danger. Tiny trying to whip off of Macy, but not working.
Beautiful job there by Lightning McQueer to get through and pick up lead for the Werewolves. Werewolves really need to put a few more points on the board here.
Tiny getting around. Ooh, pass Abuelito up against just guns. Whoa.
Oh, was not hit out there, though, so right back up and moving forward.
Lightning McQueer trying to score some points before Tiny gets back around. Definitely has all four, I believe. Yep.
And calls it off. Great job reading the pack there.
Great job and great jam for the Werewolves. 122 to 137 with 16 minutes left to play.
That's like just a little bit less than a point a minute, and they'll be fine.
Wow. They can do this.
Oh, they can totally do this.
We got Ghoul versus Daisy on the Jam on Hawthorne jam line, and in the white skating for the Vampires, looks like we got D2, Malice, Jackie Daytona, and Lethal. And for the Werewolves, we got Veet, we got Genergy, we got Violet and Durwood. There goes Daisy, past Durwood on the inside, and through for lead.
Forearm being called on the Werewolves. I was just about to say that the Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box was clear.
Was that Velveeta? Not keeping it very cheesy, Velveeta, with the forearm.
My daughter let me have a couple bites of her very cheesy mac and cheese at halftime there. It was delicious.
I'm jealous.
You should be.
D2 went to the penalty box for a cut track. So interesting getting those calls on our blockers tonight.
There's actually Not even any penalty du jours today. Everything is sort of like equally spread out between forearms, cut tracks. Lots of forearms and cut tracks.
Some illegal contacts. Yeah.
A smattering. Only a
smattering.
Only a single back block. That's kind of nice.
Love to see that. We love to protect our spines.
They're kind of important.
Snarly Ray Jepsen out there with Gay Fieri. Two titans of pop culture.
There is a timeout. This timeout brought to you by Debcon Saber, and welcome to PDX.
Your official.
It's an official review. Oh, that is exciting.
Love to hear what our zebras have to tell us about what is going on.
Thank you for texting me, heads. I appreciate you.
Tiny going out there with Kira. Once again, a sleigh. Moto is out there. Where's our captain? Oh, Veet's in the box. That's why. Sorry, Veet. Veet's right there, but you can't see her. You can see her emphatically talking with her arms.
Okay. I believe I'm maybe getting some information here. Oh, we never yell at refs because that'll get you an additional penalty.
I don't yell at refs, but at the last Heathers game, I talked to my gym ref, Adam Splitter, quite a bit.
Talking is okay, as long as you don't get that dreaded in-sub.
I probably deserved at least one in-sub that I
Is
did
it
not
an
get.
in-sub or is it a misconduct? What is really the difference
I don't know. What does
between the two
cursing
of
get
those?
you?
Yeah.
Whatever,
so
I got deserve that for.
The black jammer is requesting a cut call on the white jammer, or black requests a cut call on the white jammer.
Wild.
Why did we go all the way over here now to deliberate?
Well, they got to have their own special group huddle.
We're done.
Oh, wow.
That's
We're going to
it.
hear what happens. Good huddle.
I have
Great job, team.
The ellipses of information coming up on my phone right now.
Moto is listening so intensely.
It is a little weird to see
him
texting me while I'm watching my phone.
We can see you. Heads will roll.
Black skater was down when white passed. No call will stand. They will not retain their official review.
Yes, at the last second. Was it Tiny going by?
The Werewolves are requesting a cut on the black jammer at the end of that last jam. The officials observed
It's
that
a
the
zebra
initiator of
shrimp.
the block went down.
Shrimp.
And it's a no earned pass. No cut call will be assessed. They do not retain their official review.
Well, spicy.
Shrimp's outfit.
Love the little
thigh harness.
Yeah, the thigh harness on Shrimp. Coco said shrimp in the chat.
Shrimp.
Shrimp.
Shrimp. We are returning back to play.
Bella, where the heck have you been, Loca? That's my. That got me.
I feel like that was PG-13.
That was PG-13. It's a quote from a PG-13 movie.
I mean, I think as long as we avoid, the big four-letter words.
Yeah. I got that one out of the way for tomorrow night. There goes Gnarly Ray Jepsen with lead. Open another couple penalties.
Ooh,
People are head into the box.
We have somebody sitting at 3 penalties now. Oh, my goodness.
That is D2 with the 2 illegal contacts and 1 cut track. And now we got Fangxiety in the box.
Gnarly Ray calling it off.
I believe that's Fang's first penalty of the game, which is great.
I feel like I haven't given enough love to Count Racula because that's a great name.
Yeah, that's good. I love that.
Sound the alarm.
Mitch says in the chat, officials meet to the side to discuss the review.
Well, yeah, I know that.
But they moved really far away.
Yeah, they moved as far away as they possibly could.
Zebras move in herds. It's Hammy.
Oh, everybody's excited for
a
hammy
ham.
jam. A hammy jam.
Ham jam. Hamburly. Hamboner. Some of my fave nicknames. Hammy working through, finding their path up against Abuelito, or Bite Me and Find Out tonight. Bite Me. Out of play in the front.
Hammy,
go. Maybe not out of play. Oh.
Get it.
But Lightning with, oh no. Does Ham have lead? Ham has lead, but I didn't hear the whistles.
Lead.
Hammy, you are lead, baby girl.
So it must have pushed out past the zone of engagement far enough for Hamboni to be called as lead.
I didn't even see Ham call it off, though, so.
I'm just making
How the heck did that just happen?
Just making some speculation. I'm making things up right now.
I think so, too, but then Ham didn't call it, so. Maybe I missed something, chat.
Oh, Evie says Ham did
call
in
it
fact
off.
Call it off.
I must have blinked.
I love that we've got so many eyes
Oh,
on
Count
the
Von
game.
Count is helping everyone count in the stands.
Oh.
Oh, Tiny threw past, little move past Durwood. Great
Whoa.
work.
Ooh, good job. Okay.
Ghoul staying in against a great hit from Lethal. Great
Nice
job, Ghoul.
hit by
Little spin,
Jet.
little spin. Oh, but
Is that Genergy?
up at the top, no, that is D2.
Okay. Oh, well, and D2 with a 4th penalty, it looks like.
Woof.
A illegal procedure.
Illegal procedure.
Oh! Nice little apex hop there on the Werewolves. Oh!
I looked down at the penalty thing and now missed the apex jump.
Oh.
Do I get a replay? Heck yeah. Here we go. Here we go. Was it Tiny? Tiny did it? Or somebody else? No, it was Ghoul. Ghoul loves. That was barely a hop for Ghoul.
You know what? It was
I'll give
enough.
Ghoul credit for that,
Thank
but
you.
Ghoul loves to catch some air. Rolly was out there flapping her wings for Goose.
I was just happy that it was the Black Jammer who got the apex jump so
Yeah.
I could howl because it's the Werewolves. Oh!
We should be howling more for Big Bad Wolf, who's out there playing tonight.
I think that we should just howl whenever we want.
We should. Great hit by, Count Racula. Probably with a penalty there for that.
Yep, well, forearm for somebody. Oh, on Diddley Squat,
Did this
actually.
spot. Whoa.
That's going to leave Smother Goose in a power jam. It's a
Menopause unicorn power jam.
Oh my God.
We have so many sheets of paper. The goose is loose, as they say.
This power jam brought to you by Menopause Unicorn, RCR founder Rocket Means new nonfiction book available now on Amazon. How many pieces of paper do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Look at me, Count Von Count.
Count Von Count would be so proud of you right now. Goose with a call off, leaving Diddley Squat in the box. Kira coming out to the middle.
I don't think it's fair that you called that skater Diddley Squat. They're more than that.
I love calling her Harriet, but that's not the name she skates under. I love saying, "You're a jammer, Harry." That's Abuelito skating as Bite Me and
Thank
Find Out
you.
tonight.
So I have run into Abuelito in so many different places, most recently down at Gorge.
Oh, wow.
It's Team Timeout. This timeout brought to you by Welcome PDX and DevCamp Tabor, the official realtor of the Rose City Rollers. I'm sure we have
We have
other
so many pieces of paper.
10.
Okay,
We
we
have
got 10.
10
Exactly
pieces.
10.
But I'd like to say thank you to Sasquatch HR, making nonprofit and small business workplaces better at sasquatchr.org.
Love it. Shout out to our skaters. We have a very close game. It's 9 points apart.
Look at that. That was a 30-point comeback.
Very impressive.
Super impressive.
The werewolves are just getting stronger as the moon gets higher in the sky tonight.
And the vampires are getting weaker as they feast less on blood.
Yeah. Not enough blood in this game for them.
Ooh, don't say that.
You're right. We were already told no fake blood because it scares the officials and they don't know who's really injured and who's not. So
Oh, Count Kira coming out.
Count Kira.
Countess.
Countess.
Countess Kira. Count Kira sounds better, but Countess Kira is better.
We're back with a power start for Gnarly Ray Jepsen.
Diddley Squat standing in the box, though.
She's going to come out so fast. Oh, Gnarly almost threw on that, but stopped by Edward Scullin. Edward Scullin is trapped over there on the inside line.
And was yelling about it.
Come to me, come to me.
Diddley Squat back out on the track, quickly moving up to the top, finding Abuelito and company. Blues Clues.
Great job working through that tripod, though.
And whoever the pivot on the Werewolves is.
That's Guns.
Thank you.
Eddie with a good force out and draw back there. Slug!
Beautiful job by Snarly Ray there.
Great
Trying
offense
to-
by Slug on the 439. That is anxiety attack. Gnarly so nonchalantly pulling off that cap. And a pass.
Solar did a really great job there of stopping Snarly Ray Jepsen. That's a 2-down sider star pass.
Yes, it is. Diddley Squat through and running it a bit longer to get Eddie out of the box.
Eddie in there on the second back block of the game.
Not phasing Guns at all, who does jam pretty often at scrimmages.
I think I've established with you before that I would rather perish than
jam?
than wear either of the caps.
I don't know. I tried to quit, but it's really hard.
Maybe you should seek help for that.
I should
Usually
go to
we-
Rebel Heart Therapy.
That's usually what we call addiction in my area of expertise.
I blocked for several months, and I pivoted during that time. And then at one, I think it was our bout against Rat City, I took the cat pass twice and just felt the thrill of jamming
Of being
again.
the jammer.
And I scored some points, and I was like, oh, that's it.
That's
I've
it.
been missing this. And I had to go back.
I'd like to take a second to say thank you to WSL Leadership Coaching. Learn how to transform interpersonal conflict into organizational justice at WSLleadership.com. What we were just talking about is, oh my gosh, now I'm totally blanking on their name for WSL Leadership.
Iggy.
Iggy is also the Rad Pop person, and Rad Pop makes amazing popcorn.
Oh, we got a lead jam for Lightning McQueer. Daisy has pulled the cap and is looking for some help. D2's at the backplane defense, though, so no sneaky pivot pass quite yet. Jackie Daytona up there playing some offense, but Durwood running Daisy all the way back. Oh, little slide, just like the baseball scene from Twilight.
That is out of play. Thank you.
D2 learning her lesson and not pushing it this time.
Ka-chow.
Ka-chow! Lightning McQueer trying to score some more points.
Whoa, that was a huge
hit
blow up there.
by D2. Big hit.
You can hit people like that when you've got the special powers.
And you got the chest facing you. Nice call off. Ooh, it is a tie game. 152-152.
We have 7.5 minutes left on the clock, though. Unlike our home team champs.
That was a wild game to witness.
That was seriously the best game of the entire, I want to say, like last 2 or 3 seasons.
Oh, yeah. High Rollers versus GNR. Incredible game, everybody. You all absolutely killed it. And the last couple of jams. Shout out to Jammer Flop on GNR. Love her work.
Also, I wish you guys could hear Meow tonight because the epically curated jams list
yeah, it's incredible.
has been amazing.
We're vibing. Oh, HB got a forearm penalty. Is headed to the box.
The entire set is entirely themed around this game. I would expect nothing less from Meow.
Yes, it just simply must happen. Here we go. Oh, Ghoul looking out to the crowd. Just what the Werewolves needed is this comeback. Great stop by Racula, but Ghoul snuck by.
Beautiful job by Ghoul to pick up those 4 points.
Oh, thank you, Coda. I love being a blocker at times, but jamming is just where I feel most comfortable. We'll see if I become a blocker again someday. Ghoul with that attempted jump, but that was a legal contact.
Yeah.
Hitting it down skater. Or was that a penalty to Gay?
I think it was Gay's.
Like a low block for Gay?
But it
maybe?
wasn't a low block. It was called as illegal contact. We'll see what pops up on. Yeah, it was on 1967.
Yeah, that's Gay.
Yeah. So illegal contact on Gay.
Interesting.
So Kira is not reffing, so it can't happen in this game. But Kira and I have an agreement. I want to see a leg block happen, but it has to happen in a game that Kira is reffing.
Yeah. Oh, great little spin by Gnarly. Back in behind.
Nice hit to the outside there by Count Von Count.
Nice work by Gnarly there, seeing that a farther run back would help her out.
That was a gorgeous read. And then
2
smile
in the box.
on the face.
Love between our jammers. 2 in the box for the Vampires.
Vampires are going to start with a pretty decent pack disadvantage here. Maybe I should be positive. The Werewolves will start with pack advantage.
Oh, Eddie got a back block. Eddie. Why are you doing that, buddy?
It's fun.
Oh, thank you, Coda. So much love. I'd love to tell people that JB stands for Jammer Blocker. Ooh, great job by Daisy trying to do some blocking to help out their blocker friends. Lightning McQueer, not the car.
Ka-chow.
Ka-chow out there really working it.
For lead.
Gay out there joining the blockers to help out Daisy. Daisy trying to sneak by, just has
better.
1 left to beat.
I don't think that's sneaking. That was
Not
blowing
sneaking,
up.
yeah. I was all gas, no brakes on the inside line. Eddie's back out of the box.
Penalty box is now clear.
Yeah, Lightning. Great jam. 2 points for the Vampires on that one, though.
I'd like to take a second to say thank you to Menopause Northwest and Portland Vital Signs. Thank you for being 2 of our amazing sponsors.
Close game. A great turnaround for the Werewolves. 4 minutes left. 6-point differential. Ka-chow.
Oh, hugs on the track. I love it.
Lethal and Pantychrist are former Betty's teammates, and now they play together on Wreckers.
I love that a lot.
Me too. Oh,
Goose.
Goose through. Following that great offense by Wolf.
On the outside.
D2 with the hit out.
D2 on fire tonight.
Goose getting a cut track. D2 did not go out of bounds, sadly, for Goose.
What do you think, chat? Who do you think is going to get brought up for MVP and MVJ?
Oh yeah, who deserves MVP, MVJ, MVB tonight?
I got my money's actually on D2 for blocker.
Sadly, I think D2 has the most penalties, so I don't. No offense, D2. I don't know if I, give the MVB to the penalty-heavy blockers. Y'all are my enemies.
Anything under 7 is fine.
Link really wants a whip off the tail. I bet Tiny has probably at least thought about grabbing a Hellhound's tail tonight. Ooh.
I would
is, yeah, illegal position. No.
Forearm.
Forearm call.
Forearm. Oh, no. Pantychrist did get
illegal position.
Oh.
And did Goose go back? Yeah, Goose went back to the box for forearm.
So you and I saw the two separate
ones. Not a great jam for the Werewolves, unfortunately, but there's still time to come back.
Yeah, Vampires now up 6 with Diddley Squat putting 12 up so far.
Diddley Squat knowing she has to keep running. Well, she doesn't have a choice. There's 25 seconds left. She has to keep going. Great work.
I have Ghoul for MVJ.
Ghoul did have a great jam tonight, or several great jams tonight.
And I don't know, Diddley's
having a good night.
Having a good night, too.
Nice job by Lethal. I don't know, Lethal MVB tonight. Incredible offense being played.
And Lethal doesn't have any penalties.
Diddley Squat wanted to stop skating, but they told her to keep going.
And yeah, Lethal has, if we're playing by your rules, Lethal has no penalties.
I do love that. Diddley Squat with 20 points, maybe in contention for MVJ now.
We have a team timeout being called. This timeout brought to you by Depcon Saber and welcome to PDX, the official timeout sponsor of the Rose City Rollers.
Love it. 2 minutes left. The classic matchup between Ghoul and Tiny.
Got to take it back to the first jam rotation.
You gotta.
To jam 1. Oh, we've got the warm lights coming up.
Abuelito messing around with Tiny for a second. Feeling the energy, feeling the love.
I just love the ears on all of the Werewolves. Like, the whimsy.
I feel like I would have lost the ears jam 1. I don't know how they're staying on.
Do any of the jammers?
Hi, Slug. Oh, hi. Rawr. Guns is talking some strategy to Ghoul at the last second.
I thought I'd lost my child. I didn't.
Where'd your child go?
She's right there.
Ghoul going, Tiny down for a second, but Tiny back up against Guns and Abuelito. Guns stopping her for a second. Tiny around.
Abuelito last to beat.
Guns reforming. Ghoul is past Count Racula.
There's a forearm being called on someone. Abuelito.
This is possibly Ghoul's favorite position to be in, is running a jam for points. Because they love jamming for 2 minutes. There's the first 4.
Do they love jamming for 2 minutes?
They do. No,
okay.
This isn't me lying like I like to do for fun. This is when they first aged up at scrimmages, they loved to run 2-minute jams, and we'd be like, please call it off.
Please stop.
Please stop making us block for this long.
I would expect nothing less of Ghoul.
Great close game. Ghoul's not going to call it. Moto's telling Ghoul to call it. Ghoul doesn't want to call it. Oh.
And we'll have a timeout to give us one final lineup.
Maybe that's why.
This timeout brought to you by Depcon Saber and welcome to PDX, the official realtor of the Rose City Rollers. We've also gone through pretty much all of our timeouts.
Wow.
That, I feel like, doesn't happen super often.
I know, tonight I was like, we're having a lot of timeouts tonight.
I'd like to say thank you to Trailhead Credit Union, Lionheart Kombucha, and the Portland Mercury for being our sponsors. Thank you so much.
Love it. And I still adore the Portland Mercury, even though they will and have reposted that video of Bang absolutely destroying me on the outside line from the first High Rollers Heathers game of the season.
I think I watched.
It's an official review. It's what Evie is telling me.
Oh.
They're going to tell us what's happening. But until then, I'm going to lament about how people all over Portland have seen Bang lift me off of the ground.
I watched that clip many times.
I wish it didn't exist. I don't need to relive it.
Okay, so the official review is just being used as a timeout.
Official review
Yep.
as a timeout.
Oh.
No review.
They will not retain.
There we go.
Good use of the official review as a timeout. Vampires.
Cheer on these two teams in the last 43 seconds of gameplay.
Werewolves putting up Snarly Ray Jepsen.
And here we go, Daisy versus Snarly. Heisenbrod catching at the top, along with Count Von Count. They are way out of play.
Snarly Ray, lead jammer.
Yeah, sending multiple to the box. That's HB and Jackie to the box for that. Nice job, Snarly.
Yes, Snarly. We got 2 minutes. Snarly can make it happen. Only 11 more points needed. Although we did have a nope, just a star
It's a
stash.
Daisy's still jammer and the hat back on. Snarly gonna work it. Yes, great job past the defense. Daisy caught up, but also through. Looks like Durwood's also in the box.
Snarly, oh goodness, how is this gonna play out? Blockers have got to grab Daisy and hold on. Not like that.
Whoa, that was a great little spin.
And here we go. We have an unofficial score. 178 to 190.
A great game, y'all.
Sing up in a smoky room.
Not been to roller derby.
Smell of wine and cheap perfume.
Scoreboard says final score. You are now allowed.
Love a close game. Live for them. Really makes your heart beat fast. Officials giving each other high fives. Great game for them, too. Great game,
for
officials.
everyone.
Great game for everyone here.
Thank you for joining us on the stream this evening and allowing us to get our sillies out before we have our official.
Join us. Well, you can't join us, but watch the stream tomorrow night if you don't have tickets to the Woj versus Angel City game.
You can join us.
But we just won't answer your text. Yeah. We simply cannot.
So here we go. High fives. One of my favorite traditions. You know, I actually cried when we came back from COVID and the first time we got to go down and give high fives again. I was like, this is like so quintessential Derby, and it's back.
I love it.
Was everybody carrying hand sanitizer?
Yes.
But we still got high fives.
A great staple of roller derby that we don't get to see in professional leagues or other sports is them like being collegial with each other and high-fiving after the games.
The winner's bridge here.
Winner's bridge. I kind of don't like doing the winner's bridge because I'm tired and I don't want to stand and have my arms up like that.
I actually don't even know what it's called. I just deemed it the winner's bridge.
I believed you just then. I was like, yeah, that's it. Though it's probably more of a tunnel, but I like a bridge. They're bridging something. They're bridging their arms.
The teamwork tunnel?
Teamwork tunnel, yeah.
Team tunnel? I think just team tunnel works.
Team tunnel, I love it. Look at all of that.
You know, since we do have our premiere tomorrow on AWSN, it does give us the ability to rebrand and rename some things.
Yeah. We can just call them whatever we want.
We could. I don't think Mean would like that.
We're going to have so much power tomorrow night.
Unlimited.
One thing about me, a Scorpio, I love having power.
I'm an Aquarius.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know. I don't know.
I can't tell you anything about that.
I don't know anything about astrology, so.
Well, you're going to have to get picked up on that.
We're going
to have to discuss it a lot more.
Bone up on that. So, this is our official sign off for the evening. It was a fantastic game. Vampires did come out on top, 190 to 178, but the Werewolves, they left it all out on the track.
Great comeback.
I do agree that I would have liked to see a whip off of one of those tails, but, you know, there's always next game.
Yeah, we'll make that a suggestion. It's something Tiny really needs. I'm sure she's begging for it. She'll have to be on Werewolves next time.
A whip off of the tail. So, anyways, I'm Dr. Omnivore.
I'm Judge Booty.
And we will see you tomorrow night on Pluto TV as we watch the Wheels of Justice take on Angel City Roller Derby. See you later.
Peace out, fans.
Decision. To see what they have to say about it.
If you are new to roller derby, there's a lot of cute things about roller derby, but the cutest of all is that these teams have made some handmade MVP awards that they are about to give out to members of the opposite team. This is a roller derby tradition and one of our best. Followed shortly by the official review hanky.
We are ready with MVPs. Are we ready? MVP Jammer, Lightning. MVP Blocker, Clues. Overall MVP, Big Bad Wolf. All right. What do we have first?
So we can do, actually, let's do most valuable jammer first.
MVP Jammer
Is Harriet.
Diddly Squat. And then Blocker.
MVP blocker is Solar.
MVP Blocker, Solar. Overall MVP
Is D2.
Just Daisy. All right, everyone give another hand for these two teams. That's it. All right, that's it. Thank you for coming to roller derby. We're gonna do a picture all together, if there's a photographer. Everyone together for a picture. Thank you for coming to roller derby. Clean up after yourself. Get some merch on your way out, and I hope you all have a lovely, wonderful night.
Hey folks, did you know that your head is not normal? No one's is. If your helmet size is a small, but your teammate's size is an extra large, wearing the same helmet shell doesn't just look kind of funny. The functionality of the EPS foam and how it disperses impact energy is compromised.
The 888 certified sweat saver comes in better shell size options than our leading competitor,
giving you the highest level of protection upon impact. Try for yourself. We've got you.